Yo, what's up, everybody? DA here. Oh man, chilling still in Japan. I'm in the Shibuya area, about to hit this major street. It is absolutely packed out here, man. This is one of the busiest places I've ever been in my life. Crowded as hell, you know, people everywhere. Tons of stuff to see, all right? We just got through walking through like the One Piece store, which is pretty cool. I took a little photo of of me getting a hat from Shanks. I might throw that up there, but look, I wanted to talk about this situation with Hollywood begging for begging for tax credits. Okay, Hollywood begging for tax credits. I find this fascinating because they need the tax credits. They need the tax credits in order to stay in business. All of these productions, you know, we talked about it. They're fleeing the state of California. They're moving to other states. And so you got this article from Michelle Pfeiffer, and I'm going to get to that. Look at this, y'all. There is so much going on here, man. Look at all of these people. Look at all these people. There's people as far as the eye can see. All right. Everywhere you look. And you can't budge. You can't move out here. All right, it's literally shoulder to shoulder, wall to wall people. I'm gonna walk across this street right here once this light turns, and you're just gonna see this mass of people just colliding in with each other. It's just absolutely crazy. But Hollywood is trying to really get like some tax credits so that they can, you know, justify. Let me get my drink. They could justify staying. Yeah, I'm being as total ghetto as possible, man. I got my grape Fanta, grape drink, right? Grape soda. Yep, I'm being a black man today. I don't care. I was thirsty, man. I was thirsty. So I said, let me stop and get me a drink. And yeah, Fanta, that's just happened to be what was here. So I was like, let's do it. Yeah, got a cop out here directing traffic. But think about this, man. They always talk about tax the rich, right? All these liberals always screaming about tax the rich, tax the rich. Except when it's us. Except when it's us. Now, we don't want to tax the rich. We want to give the rich a tax break. Okay? All of these Hollywood studios can afford, but they want to get as much off the top as possible. What you laughing at?
I'll tell you in a second. This is what they was waiting for.
I don't see it.
That's why we're waiting.
They got tour buses going by. Yeah, it's just funny, man. Like tax the rich, tax the rich, tax the rich. Except the Hollywood studios. Instead of these millionaires and billionaires in Hollywood, don't tax them. Don't tax us. Please don't tax us. As a matter of fact, get us a tax break. And otherwise, we're going to move business elsewhere. I find it fascinating, don't you? Why are we still standing here? This light still ain't changed.
Because they ain't finished driving. They still driving.
Is somebody coming through? I don't know if somebody's coming through or not. It's like a parade route or something, man. They got everything red now. The police is down there. What's going on?
Our station's that way.
Oh, they had an ambulance. Oh, okay. They had to get somebody out of here on an ambulance. What the hell? Look, the police ain't playing out here, boy. They do not play out here. You better get yourself together. Stay out the way. If you don't, it's over for you. They will throw your ass in jail, lickety split.
Is this news?
Something went down. it's a Free Palestine march. We got protesters out here, even in Japan. Oh, look at this. They got this stuff going on all the way over here in Japan too. Look at this. On Okinawa Day. It's crazy to me how, hey, look, I'm not a political person, man, but this ain't got nothing to do with your country at all. All of this stuff is just too fake and phony to me. It's a way for people to get attention. Stop the war in China. Yeah, what war in China? Oh, the war on China. Oh, well, yeah, of course, yeah, okay, now this makes sense. These are all Chinese people. Stop the war, no base. This is absolutely wild, y'all. This is absolutely wild. So these cats is out here protesting, stop the war. Look, there go the sign right there. Let me see if I can zoom in on that. I missed it. Yeah, they're holding up signs that say, women are against war. Stop the war on China. Stop genocide. I mean, nobody likes this stuff, obviously. This is the most organized protest I've ever seen in my life. I guarantee you there ain't gonna be no monkey business like we get out there in the States going on. They're gonna be on their P's and Q's. Everybody's gonna be on their best behavior. They holding up all of this foot traffic. People like, get the fuck out of the way. Man, I'm trying to go somewhere. People got shopping to do. Holy crap. All right, so what were we talking about? What were we talking about? Oh, yeah. Woke Hollywood wanting tax breaks. Holy crap, man. We came in the middle of a whole protest out here in Shibuya. And now I'm trying to, look at all the people around me, man. Doggone, look at this. It's like I'm walking through a wall of people, human bodies. There's got to be at least 50, 60,000 people right here in this one little corner. This is crazy. I don't even know where my son went to. Is he behind me? I think he might still be back on that corner. We'll find each other. Uh-oh. Wait, we got another one from this side. Oh no, this is the same people. It's the same folks on this side. This coming from a different side. So they just walked around the corner. Are they just gonna circle this one area? I mean, if there was one place you want to do it, it is here. Okay? Yeah, see, they just circled. They basically just circled around and came back.
They drove around that.
They did, because the streets are clear. They cleared the streets, so they was just able to make a giant circle. What is this going to do? Is this going to free Palestine? Is this what they think this is going to do something?
Keep the streets clear, that's for sure.
Look, the cops got to stay on the hop. They got to catch up. They got to stay on the hop, man. This thing could get out of control in a second. Ain't nothing gonna happen here.
I was laughing because
if there's anywhere where you know nothing's gonna happen, it's Japan. They're gonna march with signs. They're gonna clean up after themselves, and they're gonna go home.
they were gonna. Yeah, that's true. Someone was crossing, like they were trying to cross through while they were like directing traffic, and one of the cops had like noticed some lady like running through the street, and that's why he blew a whistle. He was like, "Hey, hey!" And he stopped her, and she like looked, and she just kept walking. I started laughing because I'm like, "There's no way!" Like she's like, "I don't care. I need to get over."
As a foreigner, I'm gonna keep 10 toes on this sidewalk. I ain't running nowhere, cause they will throw my black ass in jail. I guarantee you. They ain't playing games out here in Japan.
She don't care about this riot.
They don't.
Get home.
They look.
She was trying to get home.
This is organized. They got the police out here ushering them through. This is not a real protest. If you was protesting in America, bro, you would be out here. Cops would be setting up barricades. All right, they'd be having like piles and pallets of bricks all over the place, man. This ain't no real protest, you know. But shout out to him for trying. Hey, man, shout out to him for trying, man.
We don't know.
This is not a protest, man.
This could be what they do.
This is their type of protest, huh?
That's what I'm saying.
This is their style. This is the most peaceful, kindest protest.
They do laps around. They do laps around Shibuya.
Yeah. Let's do a couple of laps around Shibuya, and then that's it. All right, we on the move. Holy smokes, man.
I don't even
All right.
I'm supposed to go this way. I'm just walking.
I was just walking too, yeah. I don't know what's happening. I had saw the cops the first time we was out. I had saw the police and the ambulance and everything like lined up, and I was just like, okay, I think it's maybe just here just in case something goes down and something happens. Yeah.
That makes sense. Busy street.
But busy street or whatever. But yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna continue down this street. Trying to finish my video, man. Getting interrupted by Free Palestine. It's wild, man. So yeah, look, I think it's funny that Hollywood thinks they need to get tax incentives in order to continue to do business, but you know, they always scream it. Everybody in Hollywood is screaming, tax the rich, tax the rich, tax the rich. Okay, but they don't really want to tax the rich. They don't want them to be taxed. They want tax breaks. Otherwise, they're gonna pack up our bags and we're gonna move to Georgia, or we're gonna move to, you know, Orlando, or we're gonna move to, what's the other city where they're starting to shoot more movies at? Cleveland, all right? We're gonna move to Toronto. We're gonna move overseas, okay? We're gonna move somewhere else. We're not gonna move or keep our business in Hollywood because of the tax incentives, you know? And I think that's just kind of crappy, because it's like you're asking, if you're giving tax incentives, who's paying the taxes? Somebody's gotta pay these taxes. All right, somebody's got to pay these taxes. So what they want is the tax incentives to give them a break, so that you and I got to pay it. You know, that's just going to come out our pockets, and then they're going to use it to make shitty movies that nobody really care about, nobody wants to watch. All right, that's going to be pushing a woke agenda. I think it's a good idea for Hollywood to lose its grip over the film industry, for the film industry to go to some other part of the world. All right, because if it gets out of Hollywood, guess what? Now, all of the woke idiots that are running things out in California, you know, now it's like, oh, well, maybe we need some red-pilled people out there in Texas doing it, you know, or Georgia or something. Let's cross right here. Maybe that's what we need, you know? And then that'll actually maybe, oh, they got a Mexican diner across the street? I wonder what that is. What is that? Guzmani Gomez, Mexican diner. Okay. All right. I wonder if Mexican Iron Man knows anything about that. I wonder if they sell them rabbit tacos. Guzmani Gomez. Okay. But yeah, like getting back to it, look. What is the odds that, you know, you can actually kind of get things cleaned up in Hollywood by getting the film industry out of Hollywood and moving it to somewhere else where people are a little bit more normal, right? You know, because all of this stuff, I'm telling you, man, it's not going to fit with what normal, regular, red-blooded Americans want. People don't want this crap. Let's go across this way. I want to see what's in this diner. It's not going to fit. People don't want woke, weird nonsense. And if it gets into some of these other states where woke and weird is not as acceptable and people are just kind of pushing back against it, and Hollywood is like, well, shit, if we want to make a movie in Texas, we got to be a little bit more red pill. You know what I'm saying? That actually might fix Hollywood. That actually might straighten some of this shit out, clear some of this stuff out. Now, they never get rid of it altogether until they start changing heads of studios and all of that. But, you know, you start moving into other areas and you start picking up some of the way these people think, you know? So it's something to think about, It might be a good thing for Hollywood to lose the film industry. You know, everybody's saying it's turning into Detroit out here because the film industry is drying up. It might be a good thing, you know. But anyway, I'm gonna check out, get over here to see if I can find some grub at this Guzman and Gomez Mexican diner. Y'all take care of yourselves. Shout out to everybody. Hit the like button, please. All right, appreciate you guys hanging out with me on this crazy trip to Japan. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.